tomorrow's first game. Great starts out of those two guys, but got a little bit rusty when we got to the bullpen.
Absolutely. The relief pitchers kind of seemed to put things off track for Southern Nazarene when they were just rolling. Austin Cooper, as you mentioned, was just on fire for the first 6 innings when he came in to pitch, and the relief kind of lost track. I think Coach Lee is looking to coordinate with his guys to put the right personnel in there and also get them on track and get the right mindset and just try not to do too much and keep this game at bay. Otherwise, things get ugly quick, as we've seen as this season has started.
Cooper went 6 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs. Neither of those 2 were earned. Struck out 4. He got the loss, and then they turned it over in that doubleheader to David Gustafson. Gustafson allowed 3 runs. All 3 were earned, walked 1, struck out 4, and 6 1/3. But again, it was the bullpen. It kind of, I don't want to say let things down, but just couldn't hold on to it. Southern Nazarene then goes down into Lawton to take on Cameron. Loses the first one 5-4, so another close one, another one that kind of got away from Southern Nazarene. Led actually in all 3 of those first games, and then the last 2, I don't know if it's just pitching or just one of those things of, maybe just the time of the year, still figuring things out. Take a 14-3 loss to Cameron and then lose 20-2 against a pretty good Central Oklahoma team that went 3-0 coming into that one. So Southern Nazarene will host Southwest Baptist. It is the Bearcats season opener, and so we'll see what they can get going. Last year, the Bearcats finished in the bottom half of the MIAA, finished 22-28 last year, 17-22, missed the MIAA tournament. And we will go over starting lineups here as we take a look at today's starting lineups. Southern Nazarene home team will, again, a 9-inning game. First, we'll take a look at Southwest Baptist. First for Southwest Baptist, batting first, playing first base, number 3, Caleb Sneed. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 15, Chance Wolf. Batting third, playing center field, number 5, Clint Jack. Nelson Nunez. Batting sixth and catching, number 32, Hunter Hiskey. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 13, Giovanni Urbeta. And batting eighth, playing left field, number 21, Blake Hobbs. And batting ninth, playing third base, number 14, Chaz Ferducio. On the hill today for the Bearcats is number 22, Brian Womack. Now the starting lineup for your Crimson Storm. Batting first, playing left field, number 25, Josh Flowers. Batting second and catching, number 7, Tyler Stevens. Batting third, playing first base, number 14, Anthony Wiggins. Batting fourth, playing shortstop, number 2, Dylan Phelan. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 29, Jefferson Harris. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 22, Mike DeShishalo. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 4, Shelby Reese. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 9, Easton Rogers. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 5, Garrett Perez. Austin Cooper takes the hill. Again, 0.00 ERA in one start. Did not get a decision. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 4 strikeouts. That's your starting lineup for the day. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be first pitch. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. David Noblin alongside Connor McKenzie. First pitch about to be underway. Looks like we may actually get started a little earlier here as SID. Connor, it's kind of nice when we get things started a little early. Maybe we get done a little sooner, too.
It's always a good day for some baseball, that's for sure.
Always joke, home team's got to win because you only play 8.5 innings, and we get to go home a little earlier.
Knock on wood.
So, but Austin Cooper takes the hill for the Crimson Storm. Let's go ahead and set the defense for the Crimson Storm. We'll start in the outfield. Left to right in the outfield. We go Josh Flowers, Mike DeShishalo, Easton Rogers, left to right on the infield. Shelby Reese, Dylan Phelan, Garrett Perez, Anthony Wiggins. Behind the plate, Tyler Stevens, Austin Cooper. Again, on the hill for the Crimson Storm. It'll be Sneed, Wolf, Jack due up in the inning for Southwest Baptist. First game of the year for the Bearcats, so no official stats at this point. Sneed will take the first at bat, right-hander versus right-hander here. Sneed last year hit .388, was third on the team. He was 81 of 209, 49 runs scored, 12 doubles, 2 triples, 5 home runs for the Bearcats. It is a beautiful day at Phelan Field, but you could easily fly a kite today and you might not get it back. You definitely want to keep pitches down. It says right here, so somebody's not paying attention at home on the doing the at-bats here, and so actually Sneed's a left-hander, as you can see here.
Absolutely. I'm sure you'll get after whoever is the victim.
So, but left-handed hitter, good size left-handed hitter. First pitch, and we're underway, ball's outside. Count will start off at 1-0. The 1-0 outside. Count goes to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Sneed, the 6'1", 235 junior out of Kansas City. 2-0. Catches the outside corner. Count will go to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. On the batter, Sneed. 2-1 from Cooper outside. And the one downfall for Cooper or any of our pitchers would be you can't give free bases, and Cooper didn't walk anybody in that first game, so did a good job battling back right there. Count will move to 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, going to live on that outside corner. It's kind of an intimidating presence at 6'1", 235 for your leadoff hitter.
Not exactly the typical size you're looking at as Cooper walks this one high and outside for the batter. He just threw all of his pitches that way. I'm not sure that the wind conditions may have altered any of his throws, but needless to say, first batter goes for a walk, and next up, Chance Wolf.
Chance Wolf steps in, right-handed hitter, designated hitter for Southwest Baptist. Wolf, the 6'1", 190 senior out of Cleaver, Missouri.
So this guy's a right-hander.
For sure.
Okay, just you never know these days.
First pitch out of the stretch, right down the middle. It's popped up on the right side. Look at the wind push that back. That ball was heading out of play. Wind pushed it back, and Wiggins almost had a shot at it in foul territory on the foul ball. Count will start off at 0-1.
And nearly had his face rearranged in the fence line of the dugout where Southwest Baptist was at. So it's a close call for Wiggins. And a near catch made by him or Stevens coming from the home plate. Just couldn't make the grab.
Runner on first, that is Sneed. No outs. We're just underway and get this one going early. Breaking ball finds the heart of the plate. Strike 2.
Good looking throw there by Cooper right down the plate. A little deceiving throw to throw off the batter there, and Wolf just wasn't sure what to do with it.
Good overhand curveball there. Backed off. 0-2 count. Fouls this one off to the left side. Count will go to, I'll stay at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Cooper kept his pitches down. I believe he was either right at 60 or just below in those 6 innings, so it was very efficient for the Crimson Storm in his last outing. Turns, fires over to first. Sneed back in plenty of time. No balls, 2 strikes. On the batter, Wolf. Sneed last year, 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts. 0-2, tries to challenge him inside, fouled back. Count will stay at 0-2. So 2 foul balls here by Wolf trying to stay in it. Busy weekend for us here in Athletics Communications. Had a doubleheader last night. Big wins by the Crimson Storm basketball teams.
Huge wins. The girls had a fantastic performance against SWOSU, and the men just absolutely wrecked SWOSU as well, led by freshman Jonathan Dunn with 18 points.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Wolf goes down swinging. Good pitch there by Cooper. Overhand curveball. Strike 3. That'll get 1 down. That'll bring up the center fielder, Clint Jack. Clint Jack, the 5'10", 170 junior out of Huntington Beach, California, transferred from Irvine Valley Community College. 1 down, runner on first. That one's outside. We'll start off at 1-0. The count. Cooper comes set. The 1-0. Curveball's working today. Swing and a miss.
Ooh. That was a nasty throw there by Cooper.
Well, he takes a lot off of it. Drags that back foot, comes with a good overhand curveball. And I'm sure it's definitely messing with the hitters, too, with the wind blowing right to left on the infield. It's actually literally blowing straight out to left. I'll get that one out eventually. 1-1 the count. 1 down here in the top of the first.
I think we're showing the effects of what the conditions can do here, just even with some simple wind. Nothing too drastic. It's really affecting some of these batters early on. Then
that one catches the outside corner. Ooh. Good pitch there by Cooper. Thank you. 1-2 the count. Snead not getting too big of a lead. Gets his secondary there. The 1-2 by Cooper, off speed, ground ball to third. Reese comes up with it, fires to second. They get 1. They look over to try to get 2, but Perez will hold up. Jack's on the fielder's choice. Snead out on the 5-4.
Yeah, it seemed like Wolf didn't get a lot of it on that pitch. It looked like he kind of hesitated right before he swung, wasn't sure where the ball was going, and by the time he decided didn't have enough power on it, it was an easy out for Reese up to second.
That'll bring up Sean Hurley, the shortstop for Southwest Baptist. Hurley, the 5'10", 190 senior out of Eureka, Missouri. First pitch is a breaking ball outside. We'll start off at 1-0. Yeah, Jack just got out in front of it. It was a good pitch by Cooper. Caught it off the end of the bat, pulled it down the third base line, but it was slow enough to where he could get down to first. That one's down. Count will go to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Murley. Jack on first. The 2-0. A little high, maybe outside. Count will go to 3-0. Tyler Stevens will call time. Go out and talk with Cooper. We were talking about the games last night, Connor, and what a performance by, like you said, the women's basketball team and Derek Dorison. I mean, they've got the Crimson Storm, they're in 5th place in the conference. And, I mean, if you're just being honest with everybody, that's probably not where you thought they would be at this point in time during the year.
I mean, there wasn't much to go off from last season. I believe they had maybe 5 or 6 wins most last season, and they've doubled that this season already. So Coach Doris has really got a good group of girls that have developed over this last season and really performing and making some noise in the GAC.
That one's down. A 4-pitch walk will put runners on first and second. First runner in scoring position now for Southwest Baptist. And that'll bring up number 19, Nelson Munoz, second baseman for Southwest Baptist. Munoz, 5'10", 195 junior, out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Talked with head coach Chris Martin earlier today as I was trying to go through pronunciations and names, and he goes, we have a little bit of a Latin flavor. And so trying to pronounce a lot of these Latin names is a lot of fun. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that name's not exactly from Oklahoma City.
So 0-1 on Munoz. Cooper trying to get out of the inning here. Runners on first and second. No walks in his first game was Cooper, but he got 2 here. This one's lifted out to left field. Flowers giving chase, comes over. and drops the ball. It'll be an error on Flowers. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Both runs are unearned on the error by Josh Flowers. That is not what you needed right there. Gets a good fly ball. Got to make that catch. Freshman made a mistake out in left field.
You kind of want to feel something for him there out there in the outfield with the wind kind of drafting the ball a little bit to his left, but he had it in his glove and just couldn't secure it. He's got to be able to come up with the out, and now they're down 2-0. Pitch here from Cooper. Cracked off the bat to the right side, foul, strike 1.
On 1 the count on Hiskey. Hiskey the catcher for Southwest Baptist. That one down and in. Count will now go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count on Hiskey. Hiskey, the 5'10", 195 sophomore to Kansas City. Rockhurst transfer. The 1-1. Catches the outside corner. Count to go to 1-2. That's just unfortunate there. Flowers had the beat on it. Was right there, and ball hit him right in the chest basically, and just dropped out of his glove.
Yeah, I think he was already ready to run towards the dugout before he secured the catch and just couldn't hold on to it.
So 2 more unearned runs for Cooper. Still has not allowed an earned run. Fouls this one to the left side. Not getting a whole lot of help from defense behind him. Flowers made the good play on an aspect of timing it. The wind tailing right at him, and just got to make the play. Flowers, a freshman out of Midwest City. Tall task for a freshman to come out and start immediately. But obviously has earned that position. Got to go make that play. The 1-2. This one's hit out to left field. Tailing back. It will get down. It'll be a base hit. 1 run will score. Looks like Flowers trapped it. Didn't see it. It'll be a double for Hiskey. Munoz will score. It will be an RBI, but another unearned run. So 3 runs here, all unearned.
I got to think for the freshman out there in the start today in Flowers after 2 drops now, and he trapped the ball, didn't even realize that it's got to be wearing in the psyche of what how he's doing out there in the outfield. He's got to be able to lock in and focus and just make the right play.
Here's the pitch from Cooper. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. It'll be Giovanni Urbieta. Here's one of those fun names to say. Urbieta, the right fielder for the Bearcats. Urbieta, 5'10", 205 junior out of Chicago, Illinois. Lakeland Community College transfer. Another breaking ball down in the dirt. Blocked by Stevens. Good block there by Stevens. Should have been out of the inning with no runs. Just 1 hit for the Bearcats and 3 runs already for Southwest Baptist. Right down the pipe, swing and a miss.
Good looking pitch there from Cooper. As you said, right down the middle. Just batter was not sure what to expect, and swing and a miss.
1-2 the count. Breaking ball lifted high out to left field. This one's gone. That was a shot, and you get it up into the wind. And
good night.
And that one's an easy round tripper. Neither run is earned, but 5 runs, all unearned, and Tim Cole will go out and talk with Austin Cooper. 5 runs, pretty much all in that error, and Cooper, he just turned on that pitch right there and got it up into the wind.
All right, just an unfortunate couple of sequences here for the Crimson Storm. You had the drop by Flowers and then the trap by Flowers, and it allowed another run to score, and then a 2-run bomb given up by Cooper's first couple of earned runs of the season. So Coach Cole and Stevens go out to consult and try to just get him to lock in and try to secure this out.
That'll bring up number 21, Blake Hobbs, left fielder. Hobbs, the 5'10", 170 sophomore out of Willard, Missouri. This one's on the ground right in front to Reese. Reese fires over to first, gets him on the out, and Crimson Storm are finally out of the inning. Big inning there for Southwest Baptist. They put a 5 spot on the board in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Crimson Storm's first chance to score. 5 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. Nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the first. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back to action we go. Southern Nazarene's first chance to score. Southwest Baptist puts 5 on the scoreboard, and all unearned runs as Josh Flowers steps in. The unearned runs are unfortunate error on Flowers. He comes into this one hitting 133, 2 of 15 on the year, 2 RBIs. Righty versus righty matchup. Here's the pitch. Inside, we start off at 1-0. Brian Womack takes the hill for the Bearcats. Second pitch catches the outside corner. Count will go to 1-1. Womack last year 2-3 on the year. 7.45 ERA, the 1-1. Squares, pulls back, catches the outside corner. Count will go to 0-2. Womack doesn't waste any time. He just steps right back onto the hill and goes into it. Goes out of the stretch. Breaking ball, lifted out of play. Count will stay at 1-2. Flowers, the 5'9", 160 freshman out of Midwest City. Bombers baseball program has traditionally been pretty tough. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball outside. Strike 3. 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up Tyler Stevens. Stevens, the 5'10", 215 senior out of Portage, Michigan. Transfer from Kalamazoo Valley. Stevens so far on the year hitting 214. 3 of 14, 1 run scored, a double, 1 RBI. First pitch catches the outside corner. We'll start off at 0-1.
And Stevens on the season 3 of 11 versus right-handed pitchers for a percentage of 273. Hits this one sky high.
Out to left field, deep short. Left fielder on to make the play is Blake Hobbs. Hobbs makes the catch, and That'll bring up Anthony Wiggins. 2 up, 2 down. That ball was hit way high. Wiggins steps in. Wiggins, a senior for the Crimson Storm. 5'9", 175 out of Chula Vista from Castle Park. That one's outside. Count will start off at 1-0 on Anthony. Wiggins hitting 167 so far, 2 of 12, 1 run scored, a double. The left-hander facing the right-handed Womack. That one's outside. Count will move to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, Wiggins on his career is hitting .311 against right-handed pitchers, and SMU needs a good start from him to just get somebody on base and bring some life into the bats here, the Crimson Storm, or this thing could get uglier by the inning.
The 3-0 to Wiggins. That one's down. 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Dylan Phelan. So life for the Crimson Storm maybe here in the bottom of the first.
That's what they'd be looking for. Is Dylan Phelan was a very good player for the Crimson Storm early in last season before he went down with an unfortunate injury. And one of the many Storm players that went down with injury last season, might have you. And it's good to have him back on the field healthy and see if he can do something.
This one right back up the middle. It'll be scooped up by the second baseman, Nelson Nunez, though. That ball was hit hard. Nunez made a great backhand play, flipped it over to second to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the top of the second. Southern Nazarene trails 5-0. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Top of the second we go. First pitch. Fouled away to the left side. It is Verducio. 9 spot for Southwest Baptist. 9-1-2 due up in the inning. Verducio, Sneed, Wolf. Southwest Baptist 5-0 with the lead here in the top of the second. Second pitch, fastball right down the middle, fouled off to the right side. 0-2 the count on Verducio. Verducio, the 5'10", 155 freshman out of St. Joseph, Missouri, Benton High School. 0-2 pitch from Cooper. Tries to jam him on the inside, fouls this one off to the left side. Count will stay at 0-2. All 5 runs in the first were unearned. Southern Nazarene trying to battle back here. Did get a runner on. It was a hard hit ball by Dylan Phelan up the middle. 0-2. Breaking ball, did he go? Hey, appeal down to first base and said he did not go. Umpires for today's game behind the plate, Ian Kelly at first base, Kerry Queeby. This one hit to the left side. It just gets past the diving Reese for a fair ball, and I don't know what happened. He just he's hobbling in, and something happened to Verducio. I don't know if he tripped or if he just rolled an ankle, but struggling running there. And they will have a pinch runner out at second base on the double down the left field line by Verducio. Must have rolled an ankle or right off the bat, and they will have a pinch runner. Pinch run for Duccio will be number 6, Cody Massey. So that is Massey out at second base. Massey, the 6', 170 senior out of Troy, Illinois. Transfer from Southwestern Illinois College. First pitch. Strike on the outside corner on Sneed. Sneed so far on the day. Drew a walk first time up to bat. One of 2 walks already by Austin Cooper. He'll spin and look at Massey, and the wind has picked up even more, Connor. A little dusty.
A little bit. Could be looking to affect the Storm and even the Southwest Baptist players here today. It's just really picked up as this afternoon has gone on.
Fastball is outside. Count will go to 1-1. Cooper looks in, takes his time. The 1-1. That one misses, down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. On Sneed.
After that long first inning for Cooper, I think he'd love nothing more than just to secure this first out with a man on second already. Can't afford to give up anything too easy to Southwest.
Breaking ball. Catches the outside corner. Good pitch there by Cooper. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just need to get it out here. This one's hit hard out to the left. Actually blooped, and it'll get down for a base hit. I thought it was hit a lot harder than what it was, and Flowers just can't get to it, and a single to left field by Sneed.
And runners on the corners now for Southwest Baptist puts SNU in a very difficult position early in this second inning.
That'll bring up Chance Wolf. Wolf struck out swinging last time up to bat. The only strikeout for Cooper at this point. Runners at the corners. No outs.
Not exactly the ideal position SNU was looking for after that dreadful first inning. See if they can at least secure a first out here.
Wolf hit .279 last year. That's a strike call. Cooper starts out ahead in the count. Wolf started 47 of the 49 games he played. He was 48 of 172. 36 runs scored, 8 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs, 31 RBIs. The 0-1 from Cooper, and inside catches him on the left hand, and that'll load the bases. That'll bring up Jack. Clint Jack. 0 for 1 on the day. Fielder's choice last time. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Not a good situation. Strike called on the outside corner. On Jack will start off at 0-1.
Austin Cooper already up to 43 pitches on the day after only 60 through 6 innings. Not what he was looking for.
Breaking ball ripped to left field. 1 run will score. That'll be Massey. Around comes Sneed. He's going to score. Runners will stay put at second and third, and Clint Jack with a 2-run double to left field. Two RBI double for Jack, and the lead goes to 7-0. Looks like we will have a change. Looks like Reagan Yates, I believe, is possibly loosening up. I haven't have a change yet. I don't know if it's Reagan Yates or no, maybe it's Joe Toilolo is actually warming up. So Joe Toilolo steps into the bullpen. Time's going to be called. Assistant coach Tim Cole is going to go out and talk with Cooper. 7 runs on 5 hits at this point. Cooper, 1 inning pitched. 5 hits, 7 run. Only 2 are earned, though. 2 walks, 1 K, and 45 pitches, 30 strikes at this point. Sean Murley is the batter. Walk so far on the day. Just trying to buy some time right now for Joe Toilolo to go ahead and get loose. Toilolo threw against UCO. We'll give you his numbers should he come in here in the coming few minutes. Umpire breaks up the conversation on the mound. Runners go back to the bags. Jack standing on second base. Wolf on third. Runners in scoring position. Still no outs here in the top of the second. Bearcats up. Cooper looks in, gets the sign, comes set. That one's outside. Start off at 1-0. Definitely not the start you wanted today if you're Robert Lee, Connor.
Not exactly. Down 7-0 after giving up a cluster of unearned runs and a couple in this inning as well.
This one's hit to the right side. It just gets out of play. Wiggins almost gets to it, and hopefully he's okay. Ran into the fence. Looks like he'll be all right. Perez goes to check on him. But we're kind of blocked off right here to the right side on the fence. We can see the lines pretty well, but down that first base side, we get blocked off by the first base dugout.
We don't exactly have the best bird's eye view, but we do well with what we got.
Pretty good view. Love this brand new stadium. Last year, second year for Phelan Field. The 1-1, breaking ball into the dirt. Good block by Tyler Stevens. Murley last year, leading hitter for the Bearcats, hit .401, 63 of 157, 44 runs scored, 9 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs, 32 RBIs. A 2-1 from Cooper. Breaking ball right down Main Street. Count to go to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So we're talking about the busy weekend. Baseball today, doubleheader tomorrow, as well as a basketball doubleheader. Crimson Storm host Northwestern Oklahoma State. Women at 1, men at 3. Another crucial game. If both teams can pick that one up, salvage the split in the season series. Breaking ball here. Strike 3 call, but dropped third strike, but quickly tags Hurley. Crimson Storm get an out. Big out there for SNU.
Well, that out could be like the start of the momentum that the Crimson Storm are needing to get out of this second inning and just try to heat up the bats at the bottom of the second.
Nelson Munoz steps in. Left-handed hitter, second baseman. For the Bearcats. Munoz 0 for 1 on the day, reached on that error, and this is where it all kind of went downhill for the Crimson Storm. Munoz got a good piece of the ball, but pretty much hit it right at Flowers. This one's inside, kicks off a wild pitch, kicks off of Stevens, and another run's going to score. So a wild pitch. Scores another run. Now 8-0. So Munoz steps in. Stevens just couldn't move to his right quick enough. On the ground, to the right side. Wiggins will pick it up, throws it to first. It'll be an error. A run will score again. It will be an RBI. It will be an earned run. Would have scored anyway. But be a throwing error on Anthony Wiggins. As Munoz reaches. Jack will score. RBI run is still earned. Would have scored anyway on the ground ball. Hiskey now steps in. 1 for 1 on the day with a double, an RBI double. And the wheels coming off early for SNU, unfortunately. Ball down. Start off at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. This one's ripped to the right side. It'll get through for a base hit. Munoz will round second. Here comes a throw in from right field. Munoz is going to round third. He's going to score, no problem. Easton Rogers couldn't get to it in time, and a double through the right side for Hiskey, and this will probably be it for Austin Cooper, and here comes Robert Lee. We'll take a quick break. It'll be Joe Toilolo coming in. Southwest Baptist takes a 10-0 lead. 2 5-run innings, and we'll be right back with a new pitcher. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back to action we go. Joe Toilolo, the new pitcher for the Crimson Storm. Toilolo, the left-hander for SNU. 5'9", 245 sophomore out of Lemon Grove, California. First pitch hits this one to right field line. I thought it might have a chance to come back. We'll see. Giovanni Urbieta steps in. Fouled off to the right side. Toilolo, second appearance, or actually third appearance on the year. Threw at Cameron through a third of an inning, allowed 3 runs on 3 hits. All 3 were earned, and then threw 3 innings against Central Oklahoma. 4 runs, none of which were earned off of 5 hits. This one hit hard right at Reese. Throws it over to first base, gets the out. 5-3 on the out, now 2 down. So Toilolo doing a good job of just getting it out here. So that'll bring up Blake Hobbs. Hobbs so far on the day 0 for 1. Grounded out to third base to end the top half of the first. So Toilolo on the year, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 7 runs, 3 of which were earned, 8 hits, 2 walks, 4 K. Struck out 3 against the Broncos. 2 down here in the top half. This one's hit hard out to left center field. This one carrying deep. Flowers at the wall, bounces off the top of the wall and out. Another bomb for the Bearcats. First pitch to Hobbs and a 2-run shot. And this one getting out of hand quickly.
Yeah, just not the day that the Crimson Storm were looking for against Southwest Baptist. Nothing seemed to go in their way. They just need to get out of this inning. They only been through 4 batters, and Southwest Baptist is about to go back through the entire lineup.
They have batted around. This is Massey, who came on to pinch run earlier for Ducio. That one's a strike on the outside corner. 0-2 the count. This one's hit to the right side, scooped up by Wiggins. He'll run over and tag first, and the Crimson Storm are finally out of the inning. But not after some damage was done. 7 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the second. Crimson Storm trail 12-0. You're watching SNU Baseball on SNUathletics.com. Jefferson Harris leads it off for the Crimson Storm. It'll be Harris, DeShishalo, Reese. 5, 6, 7 due up in the inning for the Crimson Storm. They trail 12-0. Strike called on the outside corner. 0-1. So 5 unearned runs in the first. That one's outside. Count will go to 1-1. So 5 runs in the unearned runs in the first, 3 in the second. So 8 unearned runs. 8 of the 12 are unearned for Southwest Baptist. As that one's fouled off, count will go to 1-2. 1-2 for Harris. Foul to the left side. Count will stay at 1-2. Harris, the 6'4", 180 sophomore out of Oklahoma City, Putnam City North, local product. Harris hitting .500 on the year, 5 of 10, 2 runs scored, and a double with an RBI. 1-2 to Harris. Breaking ball hit hard, right back to second base. Munoz throws it over to first. 1 up, 1 down. DeShishalo steps in. Mike DeShishalo, 5'8", 165 senior out of Chula Vista, California, Otay Ranch product. First pitch to DeShishalo is a breaking ball. Right down the middle, count will go to 0-1. DeShishalo, .333 hitter on the year, 5 of 13. 3 runs scored, a double, a home run, 5 RBIs. That one's down. Count will go to 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The Storm finally getting towards the bottom of the lineup here after a long couple of innings on the defensive side.
This one's hit right out to center field. It'll get down for a base hit. First hit of the day for the Crimson Storm, single to center. That'll bring up Shelby Reese.
Yeah, the senior Mike DeShishalo getting things done after Jefferson Harris went down to lead off the inning. Was able to get on base and try to bring some life in here for some SNU offense. You're down 12-0. You got to get started.
Reese, the 5'9", 180 junior out of Perkins, Oklahoma, transfer from NOC Tonkawa. DeShishalo on first. First pitch squares, pulls back. Strike called on the outside corner. DeShishalo with good speed at first. Reese comes into this one hitting .231, 3 of 13, 2 runs scored, a double, and an RBI. They check on DeShishalo at first base, back in plenty of time. DeShishalo has not attempted a stolen base this year yet. Breaking ball comes in high. Count will go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Shelby Reese. This one's hit out to right field. Urbieta makes the catch. No problem. So 2 down with a runner on. That'll bring up Easton Rogers. Rogers 0 for 2 on the year, has just played in 2 games. Right fielder for the Crimson Storm. Rogers, 5'11", 185 sophomore out of Putnam City West, so just down the street here. 2 local products. Strike call on Rogers. Rogers looking for his first hit of the season. Righty versus righty matchup. The 0-1, there goes DeShishalo. Ball down, and it'll be a stolen base for Mike DeShishalo. First stolen base of the year for Mike. Runner on second base. We talked with Chase Glom, assistant coach, in the third base box there earlier in the year about kind of the philosophy of what they were going to do. And, Chase said they were going to try to steal more, try to get, manufacture more runs. Definitely going to have to when you're down 12-0. Breaking pitch outside. Count will go to a 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting note there how the Storm had a lot of assets last year that had the ability to steal bases or just make pitchers think twice before they throw the ball towards the batter. And players like DeShishalo or Perez or Wiggins could really get things done if they're put in the right position.
This one, ground ball to the right side. Munoz comes up with it and flips it over to first for the easy out. 4-3 the final out as Rogers goes down. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, 1 left on. We've played 2. Southwest Baptist leads 12-0. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back to action we go. It'll be Sneed that'll lead it off. His 3rd time at the plate. First pitch was down. We'll start off at 1-0. That one's down. Count will go to 2-0. Sneed so far on the day, 1 for 1 with a walk. Last time up to bat. Single to left field. Walked back in the first. Strike call. Count will go to 2-1. 12-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd for Southwest Baptist. This one fouled back. Count will go to 2-2. That one bounces in. Payoff pitch. Outside and leadoff walk for Snead.
Just a little too high for the batter's box there. And Snead, after his third at bat, goes back to first, his second walk of the day.
That'll bring up Wolf 0 for 1 on the day. Strikeout was hit by a pitch. This one's fouled out in front of the plate. Count will go to 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 0-1 the count. On Wolf. Snead on first. That one's outside. Count will go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. This one on the ground to third. Reese over to second to get one, and they try to go get him at first as well for the double play, and Perez can't get it out of his glove quick enough. But got the lead runner. Wolf reaches on the fielder's choice. Snead out on the 5-4. That'll bring up Clint Jack. 1 down, runner on first. Jack so far on the day 1 for 2 with a double. A 2 RBI double. Came back in the second inning. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Tuololo, the left-hander, versus Jack, the right-hander. I go ahead and check on Wolf at first base. Wolf last year, 14 of 15 in stolen base attempts, so tied for the team lead with Christian Binger in stolen bases, and there he goes. This one's on the ground. It'll get through the left side. Hill around second. He's headed to third, and it'll get away from Flowers. It'll be a base hit and an error as another run will score. So a single through the left side, and then the error on Flowers. Wolf will score all the way from first, unearned. That'll bring up Murley. One down. It'll bring up Murley. First pitch to Murley is a strike on the outside corner. Murley, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. Game now goes to 13-0. Spins, turns, looks. So of the 12 that have been scored, 9 are unearned. This one's hit out to center field. DeShishalo makes the catch. That'll be 2 down. That'll bring up Munoz. Munoz 0 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Reached on a fielding error in the first and then reached on a throwing error in the second. Lefty versus lefty here. Tuololo catches the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 up high. Count will go to 1-1. Eight hits on the day, 13 runs for the Bearcats. Tuololo spins. Looks at Clint Jack on second base. That one's outside. Count will go to 2-1. The 2-1. This one's hit hard out to left center. DeShishalo giving chase. It'll get down for a base hit. That run previously will now become earned as Jack will cross second base, the double to left center, and they just trade places.
And that was a good-looking shot there to deep left center, right in the gap before Flowers or Shisho could get to it. Puts another run up there for Southwest Baptist, and the Crimson Storm woes are not over yet.
That run now becomes earned. So now it still goes back to 8 of the 14 are unearned. I'll bring up Hiskey. Hiskey 2 for 2 on the day. They're a double and 2 RBIs. First pitch outside. Cal start off at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 9 hits, 14 runs. Now we catch the outside corner. Yeah, no kidding. The 1-1. This one's hit hard. It'll get in the gap in right center. Around comes Nunez. Hiskey around heads into second. Stand up double. They trade places again. So double to right center now.
That ball was new to right field.
Ball was hit hard. Got another. Looks like Reggie Lindsay up in the pen for the Crimson Storm. Southwest Baptist scores 5 in the first, 7 in the second, now 3 in the third. Urbieta steps in. Time will be called as Tyler Stevens goes out to try to see if they get Reggie Lindsay loose. 15-0 lead right now for Southwest Baptist. Urbieta so far on the day, 1 for 2, a home run, 2 RBIs. 2 home runs on the day for Southwest Baptist. This one's foul away. Count will start off at 0-1. 0-1. This one's hit hard. Out to center. It'll get down for a base hit. DeShishlo picks it up. Here's the throw in. He's going to go right to second. It'll keep it a single, and Urbieta drives in Hiskey. That'll bring up Hobbs. So now 4 runs here in the top of the third. It's a 16-0 lead for Southwest Baptist. Hobbs steps in, 1 for 2 on the day, a home run, 2 RBIs. Homered back in the second. That one's up. Count will go to 1-0. Ball down. Count goes to 2-0. The 2-0. Outside, count goes to 3-0. The 3-0. Right down Main Street, count goes to 3-1. This one's hit out to left center, carrying. DeShishlo back. Does he make the catch? He does. Great catch by Michael DeShishlo in center field to end the inning. Southwest Baptist did some more damage, though. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Southwest Baptist 16, so the Nazarenes 0. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Garrett Perez will lead it off for the Crimson Storm. It'll be Perez, Flowers, Stevens due up, and Perez hits the 0-1 pitch out to left center. So leadoff single for Garrett Perez. A little bit of life here for the Crimson Storm. 9-1-2 due up in the inning. Bottom of the third we go. That should be a pinch hitter. I'll go ahead and check on Perez there at first. It'll actually be a pinch hitter for Flowers. It looks like it'll be Kobe Saran. Right-hander. Lays this one down. Oh, I do believe he's out. It's a dead ball. He laid down a great bunt. His foot hit it. Are they going to say foul ball or are they going to say he's out? Should be a dead ball out. And if I'm Chris Martin, I arguing that as well. Are they calling a foul ball or an out? We'll wait and see what home plate umpire calls. We'll see what they call here. Still talking. They did call him out, and that's a good call. I mean, he laid down a great bunt, but his foot just hit it just out, in fair territory. Great bunt by Kobe Saran. Just happened to touch it as he was running down to the first base. So Tyler Stevens will step in. Stevens 0 for 1 of the day, flew out to left field back, and Robert Lee still arguing the call here, saying it should be a foul ball, but Kobe is out of the box already and touches it in fair territory. He might be arguing whether he saw it or not, but to me, from up here, it was fairly clear. So Saran's out. That'll bring up Tyler Stevens. Stevens, a left-hander. Perez on first. Hits this one hard out to right center. It'll get down for a base hit up against the wall. Around comes Perez from second. They're sending him around. The throw gets away, and he'll score all the way from first base. And the Crimson Storm get on the board. Double to right center by Tyler Stevens. Scores Perez all the way from first. The Crimson Storm are on the board. Wiggins now steps up. Wiggins so far hitting 167 on the year. Strike called. Wiggins walked last time up to bat. 1-1 the count. Stevens on second base. Crimson Storm finally on the board. Pulls back. Count will go to 1-1. 1-1 pitch fouled away. Count to go to 1-2. That one's outside. Actually, yeah, that one's outside. Count will move to 2-2. 2-2 to Wiggins. This one's hit hard but foul to the right side. Count will go to stay at 2-2. Wiggins floats this one out to center field. It'll get down for a base hit. They're going to hold up Stevens at third base, and Wiggins is on. Back-to-back base hits for the Crimson Storm. So single to center, pushes Stevens over to third, and Crimson Storm are threatening with one out here. It'll bring up Dylan Phelan. Phelan 0 for 1 on the day. Had a fielder's choice in the bottom half of the first, hit that one hard. Phelan so far hitting .211 on the year. Phelan came into this one hitting .222, 4 of 18, 3 runs scored. Started all 5 games he's played. From the right side, runners on first. Phelan lifts this one out to center field. Going back to make the play is Clint Jack. He'll make the out, but a run will score, and a Crimson Stormer make it 16-2. So 2 runs here on the sac fly by Phelan. That'll bring up Jefferson Harris. 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to lead off the bottom of the second, last time up to bat. First pitch inside. We'll start off at 1-0 on Jefferson Harris. Try to throw down in behind Wiggins at first. This one's fouled off to the left side. Chase Glom tried to give a snag there. Couldn't get it. The 1-1. Foul away to the left side and take cover in the dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. SNU down 16-2. 4 hits on the day for the Crimson Storm. 3 errors, though. That one's in the dirt. Count will go to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Lifted up. Out and shallow right field. Second baseman comes over to make the play. Nelson Munoz makes the play in fair territory, and Bearcats are finally out of the inning. But Crimson Storm strike, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on. We've completed 3. Southwest Baptist leads 16-2. You're watching Crimson Storm baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Top of the fourth we go. 16-2 lead for Southwest Baptist. Riley Woods will be the new pitcher for the Crimson Storm. Riley Woods, 5'6", 135 sophomore out of Union City, Oklahoma. For Woods, it is his third appearance on the year. Pitched at Cameron and at Central Oklahoma, an inning each. Allowed 3 runs. 2 of those were earned, 2 walks, a strikeout on 2 hits in an inning pitched at Cameron. And then allowed 1 run. It was earned, 1 K on 2 hits in an inning pitched at UCO. Top of the fourth. First pitch is up. Count will start off at 1-0. It'll be Massey, Sneed, Wolf, 9-1-2 due up in the inning for the Bearcats. 16-2 lead for Southwest Baptist. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Strike called on the inside corner. Count goes 1-1. Book is closed on both Toilolo and Cooper. Cooper goes 1 1/3, allows 11 runs. Only 4 of those were earned. That one's in the dirt, blocked by Tyler Stevens. So 11 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. Gives up 6 hits and 1 1/3. Toilolo goes 1 2/3, allows 5 runs. 4 of those were earned, a walk, 5 hits, no Ks. That one's down in the zone. Count will go to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Massey.
3-1 lead here for Woods.
That one's outside.
First.
So a leadoff walk for Massey, and that'll bring up Sneed.
I guess Massey's relieved that between him, the Warriors, and the Thunder did not blow a 3-1 lead.
Boo. Top of the fourth. Sneed steps in. 1 for 1 on the day, a pair of walks. Walked in the first and third. Single to left, back in the second. That one's outside. Count will start off at 1-0. At least it's gorgeous weather outside in the second week of February. Ball's outside. Count will go to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. To Sneed. Lefty, lefty. Wind is blowing at times straight out to center and at times out to left. Either way, it is quite gusty. 3-0 now the count. Woods threatening to walk the first 2 batters of the inning. That one catches the outside corner. Count goes to 3-1. This Southwest Baptist team does not need any more freebies with a 14-run lead. Go check on Massey at first. Massey 6 for 9 in stolen base attempts last year. The 3-1. This one's hit down the left field line. It'll drop foul. Count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Sneed. Massey on first. So Southwest Baptist scores 5 runs, all unearned in the first. 7 runs in the second, 3 of those unearned in the second, and then 4 in the third. This one's on the ground to the right side. Reese comes up with it. Throws it to first for the out. A 4-3 Massey moves over to second. So we actually had some changes on the infield in the previous inning. Looks like Reese goes to second. Preston Whitmill comes into third. See if Easton Rogers or if has that Garrett Perez still out there in right. So that'll bring up Wolf. First pitch is down. Count will start off at 1-0. 1-0 the count. This one's hit right to third base to Whitmill. Whitmill stops it, comes up with it, throws it over to first. Did he get him in time? Did not. It'll be an error on the third baseman. So E5 as Wolf reaches. Massey will stay put at second. So that'll bring up Clint Jack. One down. Jack so far 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a double. Strike call over the heart of the plate. The 0-1. This one's hit hard out to left field. That one will get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Around comes Wolf. Wolf's going to be held up at third, and he runs right through the stop sign and will go ahead and score, and they were holding him up. They were trying not to run up the score, but a double down the left field line, and that'll be 18-2 now for Southwest Baptist. That'll bring up Murley. Strike call on the inside corner. Counts now 0-1. The 0-1. On the ground through the left side. Runner will be held up at third base. So we're now runners at first and third. That'll bring up Munoz. Munoz so far on the day, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, a double, and has reached twice on an error. This one's hit hard out to right field, carrying back at the wall and making the catch is Garrett Perez, but that'll be a sac fly. Murley will stay put, but Jack will score on the sac fly. Two unearned runs in the fourth now. So yeah, Garrett Perez was in right field. So he did have some changes. So it looks like Whitmill came in for Easton Rogers. He went into third. They shifted Reese over to second, and Perez went from second to right field. 1-0 now the count on Hiskey. Woods will check on Murley at first. The 1-0. Pops this one back behind home plate. Stevens sees it, makes the catch, and the Crimson Storm are finally out of the inning. 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the fourth. SNU down 19-2. You're watching Crimson Storm baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Bottom of the fourth we go. Michael DeShishalo will lead it off. DeShishalo, Reese, Rogers due up in the inning. DeShishalo, Reese, and Whitmill due up in the inning. 6, 7, 8 for the Crimson Storm here in the bottom of the fourth. Down 19-2. First pitch to DeShishalo is a ball. Count will go to 1-0. That one's outside. Count will go to 2-0. DeShishalo so far on the day. 1 for 1 with a stolen base.
One of the few bright spots for Crimson Storm, able to get on base, and she's had a stolen base, and not a lot going for the Storm, but some of the key players have been able to heat up the bats just a little bit, showing some signs of life. Down 19-2, you got to take what you can get in a ball game like this and just try to move through it and look forward to the next game tomorrow.
3-0 the count. That one misses, and a 4-pitch walk. Leadoff walk for Mike DeShishalo. So Shelby Reese will step in. Reese 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to left field last time up to bat, back in the second. Tries to lay this one down, fouls it off. On 1 the count to Reese. Shishalo on first. 1 stolen base on the day already. Breaking ball. Catches the inside corner. Count will go to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouls this one away on the breaking ball. Count will stay at 0-2. 19 runs, 13 hits for Southwest Baptist. The 0-2 on the ground. Takes a crazy hop from Murley, but fields it well. Throw it over to first base on the double play, and a nice turn by Murley and Munoz on the 6-4-3 double play.
Good looking play there. Southwest Baptist, not much you can do about that. Just try to hope you can outrun the ball.
That'll bring up Preston Whitmill. Whitmill will step in for the first time today, his first at bat. Whitmill, the 6-foot, 220 freshman from Moore, Oklahoma. Product out of Christian Heritage Academy. First pitch is down in the dirt. We'll start off at 1-0. Inside. Count will go to 2-0. Catches the outside corner. Count to go to 2-1. Whitmill comes into this one hitting 200. 1 of 5 on the year. 2 RBIs. 2-1. Down and in the dirt. Count to go to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. It's a great double play in the previous at bat by Murley. That ball took a late hop. 3-1 on the ground to the left side, foul. Count to go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Fouled away to the left side. Payoff pitch right to third base. Massey comes up with it over to first, and they're out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played 4. SNU down 19-2. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Giovanni Urbieta will lead it off for the Bearcats here to start the top of the 5th. Urbieta, Hobbs, Massey due up in the inning, 7, 8, 9. First pitch, pops this one up. Out to center field, DeShishalo coming in hard. Makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
And a good start to the inning for the Crimson Storm. The batter came out swinging, and DeShishalo was able to track the ball, get underneath it, and make the grab.
It's the first time they've got the leadoff hitter out, and so 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up Hobbs. Hobbs so far on the day, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a home run. First pitch outside. Start off at 1-0. The 1-0. This one's hit hard out to left field, carrying deep. Make that home run number 3. Second home run of the day for Hobbs. And that one was a no-doubter as soon as it left the bat.
You know, I'm not too up on fantasy sports rankings for baseball, how scoring goes, but I'm pretty sure 2 home runs in 1 game is a good thing.
20-2, Southwest Baptist. They have scored in each of the 5 innings so far. First pitch to Massey is a strike. Start off at 0-1. Massey 0-for-1 with a walk today. The 0-1 from Woods. Outside. Count will go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One outside. Count goes to 2-1. Two one catches the outside corner. Count will go to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Massey.
You know, one thing I've noticed this season, David, for the Crimson Storm, whether on offense or defense, they really got to lock in the first 2 innings are very crucial for how this Storm team typically goes. This ball gets
on the ground to Reese at second, over to first, and 2 down.
Yeah, the first couple innings really define how the game's going to go for the Crimson Storm. If they're able to lock in and go scoreless for the first 2 innings for the opposing team, they could really make things interesting as the game goes. But if things get off to a rocky start, it really wears to the psyche of some of these Storm players, and just kind of go away from the game plan.
Sneed steps in, 1 for 2 with a pair of walks, ground out as well. That's high. Count will start off at 1-0. 1-0. This one's hit hard out to right center. It'll get down for a base hit to Shishalo. Comes in, kicks off his leg. Schneed will try to look for second, but can't, and that one just took a funny hop and still be a single, no error. Bring up Chance Wolf. Oh for 3 on the day. Strikeout, hit by a pitch, ground out, fielder's choice, and an error. Struck out swinging in the first, hit by a pitch in the second, reached on a fielder's choice in the third, reached on an error back in the fourth. First pitch in the dirt, blocked by Stevens. Start off at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 down. Count goes to 2-0. This one's hit hard out to left center. DeShisho looks up, lost it completely in the sun. It'll be a base hit. Double to left center. That'll bring up Clint Jack. Jack so far on the day, 3 for 4. 4 RBIs and a pair of doubles. Not a bad day for Clint Jack. First pitch to Jack. It's outside. One 0. Popped up. This will be blown back in play. Wiggins calls it off, makes the catch, and the Crimson Storm are out of the inning. Southwest Baptist, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Bearcats lead 20-2. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Bottom of the 5th we go. Southern Nazarene down 20-2. It'll be Garrett Perez who'll lead it off for the Crimson Storm. 9-1-2 due up in the inning. Perez, Saran, Stevens due up for SNU. First pitch to Perez is a strike on the outside corner. Start off at 0-1. Perez 1 for 1 on the day. Single to left center last time up to bat in the 3rd. The 0-1. Breaking ball over the heart of the plate. Strike 2. Count to go to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2. Fouled away to the left side. Count will stay at 0-2. The 0-2 outside in the dirt. Count will go to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. On the ground is short, or actually the third base. Massey comes up with it, throws it away. It'll be an error. Throwing error on Massey will move Perez up to second. Saran will step in. Saran steps in. First pitch to Saran is a strike on the outside corner. Saran 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out. Actually, interference, laid one down and stepped on the ball in fair territory. That one's a strike, so quickly to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Perez takes the lead after the error by Massey. Time's called by Saran. Saran, the 6'2", 185 freshman, product of Edmond Santa Fe. The 0-2. Breaking ball right back to the pitcher, and Womack will go ahead and let Perez go on over to third, and he'll just go ahead and get Saran. So Perez goes over to third. Stevens will step in. Tyler Stevens, so far on the day, 1 for 2 with an RBI double. That came back in the third. Flight out to left field and back in the first as well. First pitch, swings, fouls it back. Count will start off at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 breaking ball fouled back again. Count quickly goes to 0-2. First time Stevens has had an at-bat with runners in scoring position. Fouls that one away. Count will stay at 0-2. He is 3 for 3 with 2 outs. Like to keep that streak alive, and SNU can put another run on the board. The 0-2 outside. Count will go to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th. SNU down 20-2. Hits this one hard to second base. Munoz comes up with it, throws it over to first. But SNU gets a run. Perez will score on the 4-3. That'll bring up Anthony Wiggins. Wiggins steps in. 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a walk. SNU makes it 20-3. That one's outside. Count will go to 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. That one down and in. Count goes to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Base is empty. Swing and a miss. Takes a big cut there. Count will go to 2-1. That one's fouled back, and count will go to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two to Wiggins. Fouls away to the right side.
Wiggins stepped back into the box, trying to get something going here for the Crimson Storm, down 20-3 in the bottom of the fifth with a 2-2. Fouled off, back to the net, staying here for Wiggins in a tight battle in the bottom of the fifth against Womack. Womack not giving it an inch with his team and with a comfortable lead, and Wiggins just trying to get on base, try to extend this inning. Shot from Wiggins goes up. Munoz flips it over to Sneed for the out and the inning. Crimson Storm head to the sixth. Down 20-3, Southwest Baptist. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to action here at SNUathletics.com. SNU down 23 in the top of the sixth. Leading off for Southwest Baptist, Sean Murley. 1 of 3 on the day with a walk, strikeout, and flyout. Trying to just get through this inning is Southwest Baptist as Murley swings, fouls this one deep left. Good contact there, just couldn't keep it in play. Move the count out 0-2, lead off the inning. Shot here, goes up to Phelan, throwing it over to first to Wiggins, secures the out before Murley can reach the bag. 1 out for Crimson Storm. Nelson Munoz now up to the plate. Southwest Baptist 1 of 3 on the day with 3 RBIs, a double, sacrifice fly, flyout. Just a wealth of a day for Munoz and the rest of his team. First pitch, low and away for Munoz. Ball fouled back towards the net for a 1-1 count. Nobody on and 1 out. Nice pitch there from Woods. Just couldn't get it to drop there. Now 2-1 count for Munoz. Trying to get things going is Woods, coming with a opponent's batting average of 409. Trying to hang his hat on something here as this game looks to come to a close, but now with a 3-1 count. Ball sinks low and away again. Munoz will take his base to first. Now to the plate, Hunter Hiskey. He's 3 of 4 on the day with 3 RBIs, a double flyout, 1 runner left on. Ball cracks off the bat left, foul. 0-1 count for Hiskey. Woods on the season coming in with an ERA of 10.38 with runners on. Opponent batting average of 467. Shot here gets past the glove of Phelan. Able to track it down in left field is Saron. And Hunter's able to reach first, and Munoz advances to second. Giovanni Ubrieta now to the plate for Southwest Baptist. 2 of 4 on the day with 3 RBI, home run, a home run, fly out, and a ground out. Stevens and coach called time and maybe looking to bring in another relief pitcher for the Crimson Storm, with Woods struggling these last couple of innings. Storm kind of rotated through a number of pitchers throughout the day. Austin Cooper not off to the best of starts he could have hoped for today, getting down 10-0 early, and Joey Tolo coming in soon after. And Woods to follow, and now it's like Connor Berry, the southpaw sophomore from San Bernardino, California, coming in to relieve and try to get out of this inning. So while he's warming up with Stevens, we're going to take a quick break here at SNUathletics.com. When we come back, Connor Berry takes the mound against Southwest Baptist. Don't go anywhere. We're back here at SNUathletics.com. Connor Berry on the mound for the Crimson Storm. Giovanni Ubrieta up to the plate for Southwest Baptist. Up 20-3 is Southwest over the Crimson Storm after opening with 5 runs in the first, 7 in the second, 4 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. 17 hits to 4 for SNU and 1 error to 4 for SNU. Southwest Baptist has just executed very well today, and the woes of the Crimson Storm continue. They're looking for that ever-elusive first win of the season. Berry on the mound with a 1-1 count against Ubrieta. Shot here fouled off over the net, over the stands, and into the parking lot for a 1-2 count for Brietta. Connor Berry on the season now. His second appearance with .1 inning pitch, giving up 4 hits and 4 runs, all of them earned. No strikeouts. Look to change that here now with a 2-2 count with 1 on and 1 out. Berry just trying to help the Storm get out of this inning and try to find some signs of life in the bottom of the 6th here in your home field. Trying to get something going for the Crimson Storm, with 2 on. Man was hidden behind Connor Berry. Now a full count coming up for Ubrieta. Trying to win the battle against the new pitcher in Berry. We'll see what happens now with the payoff pitch awaiting. Ball finds the just a little too high and outside, and bases loaded now for Southwest Baptist. Connor Berry in a bit of a jam with full bases and 1 out. And Coach Lee must not be happy with his team's performance here today. Down 20-3. High and inside for Berry, ball 1. Going up against Blake Hobbs. His 5th appearance at the plate now. He's 2 of 4 with 3 RBIs, 2 home runs, fly out, a ground out, and a runner left on base. Bases loaded and 1 out. A good situation for Hobbs to try to bump up those stats here late in the game. Pitch here high and inside again. Umpire not very forgiving on that batter's box. Now a 3-0 count for Hobbs, and he can just sit and wait. And if he sees something even remotely close, he got the choice to swing at it. 3-0 count for Hobbs. Just on the inside edge of the plate. Strike 1 for Hobbs. In a good situation, a 3-1 lead for Hobbs. Trying to find something, just bring some more runners home or just try to make something happen here. The pitch from Berry. Swing and crack up to Phelan. Flips it over to Reese. Trying to get the tag, and he's able to get the man on base. Runner from third. Munoz is able to come home and score. Bumped up the lead now 21-3 in favor of Southwest Baptist. Back up to the plate now. Cody Massey, 0-2 on the day with a walk and 2 groundouts. One of the few batters for Southwest Baptist hadn't had the most luck against the SNU pitchers on the day. First pitch blocked by Stevens. Good block. Did not allow any more runs to come home as Hitsky saw the ball drop and was looking to come home. And Stevens making a good heads-up play to prevent any more runs coming in. Pitch here from Berry. Bunted and looked like he was trying for a bunt, but decided to bring the bat a little bit around and was able to foul it off just past home plate. 1-1 count now for Patrick Latham. His first appearance of the day, the pinch hitter for Southwest, and flips it up to Reese, able to make the snag Throws over to Wiggins, secures the out and the inning. Crimson Storm get out of the inning down 21-3, heading to the bottom of the 6th. Trying to put some more runs up on the board. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back here to SNUathletics.com. As you can see on your line score at the bottom of the screen, Southwest Baptist really taking control of this ball game from the get-go. The bottom of the 6th now for the Crimson Storm. Leading off, Dylan Phelan. On the day, 0 of 1. Average now at 211 on the season. He takes strike 2 quickly, 0-2 count for Phelan. Phelan with an RBI. Sacrifice fly, fly out, ground out on a fielder's choice, and a runner left on base. Now the check swing from the umpire, calling it clear, waving it through. Saying Phelan didn't come all the way around on the swing. 1-2 count for Phelan. Ball 2 as the one drops in the dirt, blocked by Hitsky. The ball dropped in the dirt. So he just catches the outside edge of the plate. Phelan goes down looking for what's likely his last attempt of the day, at bat of the day. And I'll send Jeff Harris up to the plate now for the Crimson Storm, hitting .417 on the season after today's stats have been inputted. Coming in at 500 now. It dropped to .417 after he's 0-2 with a fly out, ground out, and runner left on base. Yeah, the Crimson Storm just not been able to get the bats hot early as Jeff Harris swings and fouls off right for the 0-2 count with nobody on and one out. Ball catches the top of the batter's box. Jeff Harris goes down looking as well. Back-to-back batters go down looking for the Crimson Storm. Mike DeShishlo now to the plate for the Crimson Storm. One of the bright spots for the Crimson Storm on offense. Able to get on base and make some things interesting. First pitch catch low and away for DeShishlo. DeShishlo now with a .375 average on the season. Pops one up, going straight back to center field. And that ball is history. Mike DeShishlo with the solo shot in the bottom of the 6th. DeShishlo waiting for that right pitch to come, and he found it and took advantage. Was able to send it over the left center wall. Good hit from Mike DeShishlo. Now up to the plate for the Crimson Storm. Josh Hilton, a sophomore, plays second base here for Crimson Storm. Up to his first appearance of the day. Now starting off with an ball catches the top, just over the top of the batter's box. With the count now 1-2 for Hilton. Trying to get things going here for Crimson Storm after an incredible solo shot from Mike DeShisholo. Ball catches just on the outside of the batter's box for ball 2. Looked like the same place the umpire called same strikes for Phelan and Harris, but ball 2 now for Hilton. Pitch was heading towards the outside of the batter's box, and Hilton's able to get a swing and crack it off out, staying with the 2-2 count. Nobody on and 2 out. Another shot from Hilton. A one-hopper foul nearly took out a couple of Storm players and coaches. Stay here with the 2-2 for Hilton. Hilton with a good battle in this inning against Womack. After he got the best of a couple of Storm players at the top of the innings, able to just struggling a little bit here against Hilton, and recently DeShisholo gave up the solo bomb. Shot here from Hilton goes back to Womack, throws over to Sneed, makes the grab, secures the out and the inning. So Crimson Storm now go to top of the 7th, down 21-4 against Southwest Baptist. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. We're back here at SNUathletics.com, leading off for Southwest Baptist. Caleb Sneed, the first baseman, 2 of 3 on the day with 2 walks and a ground out. Going up against Connor Berry on the mound. Swing and a foul off for now an 0-2 count early for Sneed. Berry with the 0-2, blocked by Stevens. Ball dipped down in the dirt. Now with the 1-2 count for Sneed. Nice shot there from Sneed. Phelan with a nice ground with the one hopper. Throws it over the head of Reagan Yates. And Sneed able to reach first easily. Reagan Yates in for the Crimson Storm at first base. Reese at second. Phelan at shortstop. Whitmill at third. Saran in left, Shishlow at center, and Perez in right with Stevens behind the plate. First pitch is Chance Wolf comes up to the plate. Holds for strike one against Barry. Second pitch low and just over the edge of the plate. Strike two early. There's a pinch hitter for Chance Wolf, Andrew Meyer, now in the game for his first at bat. Shot there goes up to Yates, flipping it over to Barry, trying to secure the out. Just couldn't get there quick enough. 2 on early. 2 on early for Southwest as Sneed makes his way over to the third. And the woes just continue for the Crimson Storm. Trying to get something going here, something to hang their hat on as this game progresses in our final inning. What would be the final inning of the day. First pitch and Barry goes high and away for outside for ball one. Next pitch, Barry goes low inside for strike one. Barry trying to catch the high inside corner rather, against Clint Jack, but just couldn't feed it in there. 2-1 count for Jack. That ball is rocked off the bat from Jack and fouls it off right. Strike two. Shot there from Jack goes into right field, fielded by Perez, trying to hang on to it. Grabs it and flips it over. To Josh Hilton, able to make the grab. Sorry, substitution there. Reese was at second for the last couple innings, and now in his place is Josh Hilton to go along with Phelan in the infield. Now to the plate, Sean Murley for Southwest, trying to get something going here and just hang their hat on a gorgeous day here for Southwest, able to get the bats flying early and just really essentially hit Crimson Storm in the mouth and had no signs of turning back after going up 12-0 early. They just kept their lead at 22-4. Their favor. Look to try to continue that as we're back here at Phelan Field tomorrow at 12 o'clock for a doubleheader. 2 7-inning doubleheaders, I mind you. Excuse me, a 9 and 7. Being confused with softball. They always play 2 7-inning doubleheaders when they play at home or on the road. Staying here now is Barry looking off the runners at second and Meyer. Trying to keep them at bay and not give them anything easy late in this game. 2-1 count for Murley. Ball catches inside, ball three. 3-1 lead for Murley. Shot there, just gets past the glove of Preston Whitmill, and Saran is able to corral it. Goes over to Phelan, trying to get it into Whitmill at third for the out, but just gets past his glove, and a couple more runs score for Southwest, pushing the lead now to 23-4 in favor of Southwest Baptist. First pitch away. Ball one now for Munoz. His first battle against Connor Berry. It was quite the opening game for Southwest Baptist, who had yet to play a game until this afternoon and really come out firing against the Crimson Storm. Wouldn't expect that to happen tomorrow afternoon, as things can change with a couple of little adjustments and some resets of confidence for the Crimson Storm. Could make things interesting tomorrow afternoon. You may see a completely different team coming out here to Phelan Field to try to not get swept here at home. Ball catch the outside corner, strike one, and now 3-1 count. Next pitch from Berry goes low in the dirt. Ball four. Munoz will take his base to first, and Tyler Slauson now up to the plate for Southwest Baptist. Stevens goes out to talk with Berry along with Coach Lee, trying to lock in here and just get out of this inning, secure an out. We don't even have it out yet with bases loaded and signs of hope and just kind of wearing for the Crimson Storm. A lot of frustration, I'm sure, out there on the field as you have another pitching change on our hands. As Barry steps off, we've got, as I said, another pitching change. It looks like Jeff Harris coming in for the Crimson Storm, trying to give him a change of pace here and get out of this inning. Just put some outs up on the board for SNU. So while he's warming up, we'll take a quick break here at SNUathletics.com. Don't go anywhere. Pitch gets away from Stevens. First throw from Harrison. Another run comes in for Southwest. Harris on the season, I believe this is his first attempt in throwing this year. He's a very good player at the plate and showed some signs last season behind the mound, but having some trouble out of the gate here early in the 7th. Already down 3-0. Throw here goes right down the plate for strike one for Harris. Next pitch gets away from him, sending him to first. Tyler Slauson able to reach base on his first attempt. First pitch goes right down the middle for strike one. It's Colton Vaught up to the plate, trying to throw him off at second. Runner from third, Murley, comes sliding in. Lead is now 21. I don't think I've seen a lead this big in a baseball game since the last time I played MLB The Show. Next pitch goes inside against Vaught, the pitch hitter for Southwest. Ball one, strike one. Pitch catch the outside corner, strike two. Good looking throw from Harris. Harris now with the 1-2 against Vaught. Readies, aims, and tries to get something here. Nearly gets Vaught to swing, but holds it now, 2-2 count. Shot here, goes up third base line and able to make the grab his heel over to first, and Yates makes the grab, but not in time, but does secure the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, another pitch hitter, Adam White. Up to the plate for Southwest. Ball's high and away. Ball one. Ball gets cracked up to left. Tracking back is Phelan. Can't get underneath it. Throwing it to third is Phelan. Whitmill can't make the grab in time. Gets away from him. Slauson's able to reach third. Vaught to second and White to first. Patrick Latham back up to the plate for Southwest. Good throw there from Harris. Reaches the edge of the plate, strike one with bases loaded and one out. Storm could use a quick double play here to get out of this inning. Pitch catches way inside for ball one. Shot here goes up. Flipped over to first for the quick double play. I guess they heard me talking. Good looking play there. Josh Hilton's able to get it to Phelan. Throws over to Yates to secure the double play and the inning. Storm head to the bottom of the 7th, down 25-4 against. We'll try to get something going here and find some sign of life. Try to mount the comeback. They need a miracle, folks. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. It's now or never, folks, as Preston Whitmore steps up to the plate for the Crimson Storm, and bottom of the 7th, down 25-4. Swing and miss for strike one. Good shot there from Whitmill, streaking back to right field, but hangs in the air. Making the grab is Colton Vaught for the first out of the inning. Ryan Tucker now at his first appearance for the Crimson Storm of the day. First pitch is away for ball one. Shot here from Tucker, sky high. Tracking down underneath it is Munoz, and he drops it. Uncommon error for Southwest Baptist this afternoon. Be their second registered error. Tucker's able to reach on the error. Now to the plate for the Crimson Storm, Kobe Saron. Kobe Saron coming in with a .333 batting average. 2.50 with runners on. Pitch gets away from Slauson. Tucker's able to reach second. Next pitch gets nearly away from him. Slauson able to make the grab in the dirt. 2-0 count. That's the group meeting at the mound. Adam White comes back. Rockets fires and now has a 3-0 deficit against Saran. 3-0 count, drops in the dirt. Saran heads to first. Now back up to the plate for what looks to be his final appearance of the day. The senior, our catcher, my roommate, Tyler Stevens. Tyler on the day, 1 of 3 with 2 RBIs, a double, a fly out, and a ground out. First pitch goes in the dirt again. That's 5 straight pitches for White that have just gone in or right near the dirt. White readies the 1-0 count against Stevens. Pitch inside and low, 2-0 count. Stevens a very patient batter, very clutch batter for the Crimson Storm. Now at a .235 average on the season. With 2 on and 1 out and a 2-0 count, Stevens can do some damage here if he gets the right pitch. Stevens may not have to if White keeps throwing to him. He's basically put runners on base for the last 11 throws. .3-0 count from White. Ball catches the outside edge, strike 1. As I said, Stevens a very patient batter, looking to see what he's throwing at him. Could do some damage here on this pitch. He's got an area where he can afford a swing. And he does, cracks it up the right side and trying to make the grab of Sneed, flips it over to White at first. Secures the out, but not before he advances Saran and Tucker to second and third. Reagan Yates now up to the plate for the Crimson Storm. Reagan Yates, a 6', 205 junior from Pearland, Texas, and a Bay Area Christian. Takes strike 1 over the inside edge of the plate. Next pitch goes high inside for ball 1. 1-1 count for Yates with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. Shot here goes up left, tracking foul, trying to make the diving grab for Southwest. I believe it's Sean Murley come streaking over from second. Can't make the grab. Excuse me, from the shortstop position. 1-2 count for Yates. Pitch goes up the right side, fouled again, just past the sophomore Riley Woods at the first base position. First base coach position. Yates still here with a 1-2 against White. Ball inside, ball 2 now for Yates. Yates with the 2-2 against White, trying to get some action here and send Tucker home. Yates pops one up sky high. Tracking underneath it is White. Makes the grab. Secures the out. The inning in. I believe that is our ball game here. Crimson Storm fall to Southwest Baptist 25-4. It's a tough battle from the get-go for SNU. Started off with a 10-0 deficit, a 12-0 deficit after 2 innings, and bats just never really got hot for SNU. They'll lick their wounds and move on to the next ball game. We'll be back here tomorrow at 12 for a 9-7 inning doubleheader for the Crimson Storm against Southwest Baptist right here on SNUathletics.com. I want to break down a little bit of the game here for you. Kind of how things transpired. Austin Cooper came out to start on the mound for the Crimson Storm. I just could never really get into a rhythm on defense or offensive side of the game. And as you see here, Southwest Baptist come out with 20 hits to 5 for SNU, 2 errors to 7 for SNU, and just able to get out early and punch SNU in the mouth. We'll see if SNU can make things happen tomorrow. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com at 12 o'clock. I'm Connor McKenzie signing off.